Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Wan, and I am here today to address this career issue. I know there's a big bubble right now going on in Cameroun, and I believe in other African countries also when it comes to career choices. Please listen to this clip keenly. There is that statement or that phrase that says, education is the key to success. I don't really believe in all such statements because if you look at it practically, the lock can be changed. And if that happens, the key becomes useless. What do I mean here? So, if you are going by that statement, then you are deceiving yourself. So many people have gone to university and they come back home with the transcript or what they call scroll or degree or diploma or whatsoever, and they don't find any job. So you can imagine you wasting your time, spending your money, putting your parents under stress for you to go to a university. You do a career that doesn't worth anything. So there's what we call career orientation, which I have always talked about it on my medical platform, and I keep saying it, and few students are interested. Majority don't believe it. They don't even want to listen to it. They tend to follow the wind. When I say follow the wind, that is what XYZ is doing. You want to do the same thing because he or she is your friend. But you fail to understand that that person XYZ has already a pathway. The parents might be preparing him or her to go to America, to go to Canada, to go to Europe, and you that you have nobody, no orientation, you are joining that same person. So you end up finding yourself in the cracks, as we say. So you need to be very careful here. Listen to this video several times. I will give you people some example at the end of it. Like so, you make up your mind before you engage in any career or any studies back at home in Africa. So, if you look at it very well, there are public institutions, or call it state-funded institutions, which the cost of studying is quite low because the government pays for it. So you pay just a significant, an insignificant amount to make up for that degree. Why do you want to go to a private institution when the job market is still freaky? That's what you need to ask yourself. I see students or families pulling out over 400,000 francs CFA just for one school year to pay for tuition fee. And some of this program goes up to 3 years. So you've already spent 1.2 million for a 3-year program, which you call it, is it diploma or whatsoever name you want to call it. And then that same school now come up with what they call top up. That top up now is over 400 also. So you end up now spending, say, close to 2 million francs, let me put it that way, because you have to buy books and other stuff. So you spend now, you are 2 million to get a degree from a private institution. Now, the job market is not guaranteed. And even if you have the job, the salary is just so deplorable. You can imagine, I see some jobs offered, they are telling you that they will give you 40,000 francs CFA. So my question is, for how many years you going to work? to make up for the 2 million that you've spent to get that degree? That's the question you need to ask yourself before engaging yourself in such activity or such a career, because it's risky. Why not stay home and keep writing the entrance into state-funded institutions? For example, those of you who want to go to medical school, University of Boya or other state university offer that same program, which is recognized globally. If you have a degree from University of Boya or Bamenda or wherever, it is accepted globally. Why do you want to go and study for HND that you end up not going with that training or degree to anywhere? It's limited only in the Cameroon. It's locally accepted, but globally it is not. You better just stay home and keep trying. When you succeed to pass the entrance, then you go to the state-funded university, which if you sit down and do the math, is quite cheaper because the tuition fee is just 50,000 francs. If you multiply 50,000 by 4, it's 200,000. And not only that, the good news is that degree is recognized in Europe, in the US, in Canada, whereas your HND is not recognized. So it's just a question of simple common sense, please. So don't take it wrong with me, but let's face the truth and see what I'm saying. Do your math, get a piece of paper and a pen, and sit down and do your calculation. Now, another thing which is important here is the job market. There's what we call demand and supply. I will give you the simplest example. If everybody wants to supply the local market with the local commodity like Gary, and those who are buying this Gary, they are not there, obviously the price for Gary will plummet. The other way around, if no one wants to supply Gary to a local market and everybody is a buyer, definitely the price will spike. So with that notion, we can apply it now in any other area in life. So if you people choose to go to private school because there's no entrance into those private schools, they just open the door, you walk in, and in 3 years you get your HND, then I see a huge population going that route. So you guys, within 3 years, there are more than 1 million people or students with HND in their hands, whereas the job available is cannot absorb 1 million people. So you see where things become a little bit nasty here. So that employer will be selective. I personally, I won't even employ anybody with HND in that situation. I would rather go for someone who has a degree. So the conclusion is someone who has a degree now will have that precedence or priority to pick up that job, and you with your HND, you are stuck. Despite you spending over 1 million francs to get that degree, whereas the person who went to the university spending just 200,000 gets that job. Even if the job is low paid, 40,000 francs, he or she won't regret because he spent just 200,000, by the way. You spend over 1 million for that same salary. So you see where you messed up your own life. Why not persevere, spend years, and keep writing the entrance until you succeed? Then you go to the university and get a degree and go for that good job. This is something that I will encourage families to sit down and look into it. I am happy to guide whoever is interested, to coach them, and make sure that they succeed rather than doing the wrong things as others have been doing. There's no competition here. Now, if you choose to go to private school and your family owns a private clinic, then that's fine. You know that as you graduate, you find the job. Your father owns that clinic. Rather than you following this person, studying the same thing, at the end of the day, you are stuck with HND diploma in your hand and you don't have anywhere to go. So that's my advice here. And another thing, again, is the career. You need to focus in the direction where there is less competition. Take, for instance, I will give example which is a little bit strange. Say aeronautics engineering, those who repair planes. If no one does it, then that's where you are supposed to go to. Because come what may, a job for you is guaranteed. Because you graduate as the only person, the only engineer, definitely the job will be for you. Rather than you feeling yourself in a situation where there are more than 1,000 people studying the same thing and the job can only absorb 100. Definitely 900 people or graduates will become unemployed. So you see how you wasted your time, you wasted your money because of poor orientation. I am happy to organize orientation classes and even talking to parents also. Let's make 2025 a year of success, a year where you study what is really required in your environment, rather than following the wind and studying what the job market cannot absorb you. Please, parents are really struggling to help you folks. So take it serious, ask for advice before you even get yourself involved. Stay home even for 4 or 5 years to reflect on what you want to do, rather than rushing after your advanced level and go and be doing what you are not sure finding that job. I will give you so many examples here. It is better you get yourself involved in carpentry, upholstery, bricklayer, and even undertaker. Those jobs are there every day. Agriculture. There are lots of things that you can do. Why do you really want to go and fit yourself in a situation where you can't find a job? It doesn't make sense. Medical school, for instance, a medical doctor, that's a good field. Why not spend even 4 years to prepare for the entrance and enter the medical school to become a doctor? Why not spend even 5 years preparing for the entrance to become a pharmacist? When you become a pharmacist, you don't really need to search for a job. You can employ yourself. So that's another important thing here. Study what can employ you and your family. Do what can be of help. Don't study things that after you go back home, writing tons of CVs, going for an interview. Some even exploit you by asking you to come and do volunteering. What's the point going to do volunteering? It's a waste of time and exploitation. You don't have to do that if, honestly, you study the ideal career. Say you study as a pharmacist, you study as a medical doctor. I don't think someone will call you to come and do volunteering. That's garbage. It's impossible. Volunteering is obviously common in courses or training, career that there are so many graduates, like the nursing field. There for sure, the employer want to mess you guys up, want to select the best out of it. So they will call 100 graduates to come and do volunteering. But at the end of the day, they might select just 2 people. So the other 98 people wasted their time to volunteer when the job is not there. So that's my advice here. I strongly recommend you guys listening to this video several times. Share the video with others and even call me and I will be more than happy to guide you people. I don't want you to find yourself in a tough situation like what is going on right now. It's a shame that your parents pull out so much money, over $1 million francs, to send you to school. And then you finish this school, after 3 years, you go back home, no job, and they're even calling you to come and volunteer. If you actually stood your guns and prepared to write entrance, you won't find yourself in that situation. Same thing for someone who went and read pharmacy. There's never a day someone will ask you to come and volunteer as a pharmacist or as a medical doctor. It's a big fat lie. No one does that because the training is a rigorous one and there's that scarcity. So that's what I'm saying. Focus in that direction and you enjoy your career. You won't regret doing it. So that's my advice. Once more, I am Dr. Wan. I'm here to give you the best advice I can give to anyone. So don't feel that you are abandoned. No. Whenever you need any assistance when it comes to advice or coaching, please feel free to contact me. Once more, thank you for listening to this clip. Enjoy yourself and share this information with the loved ones and have a wonderful evening. Ciao.